welcome to my kitchen. I am so excited because today we're talking about my favorite topic, butter.
So first we have cold butter straight out of the fridge. When you press it with your finger, nothing happens and it'll feel very cold to the touch. This is what we use for things like pie crust when you need very cold butter to get that flaky texture. Here we have cool room temperature, and this is primarily used for things like frosting because nobody likes greasy frosting. So what we're looking for here is that when you press it with your finger, it makes an indent, but your finger won't just slide all the way through the butter. Also, you want it to still feel cool to the touch when you're pressing it. Over here we have room temperature butter, and this is what we're going to use most often in recipes. So what we're looking for with room temperature butter is that your finger makes an indent just like with cool room temp, but it's more of an indent. Your finger will sink further down. It's not going to feel oily to the touch and will mostly still hold its shape. Next we have our softened butter. When you press your finger into it, it'll feel very silky and smooth and go all the way through without resistance. It might be a little lumpy, but it'll still be solid without any parts that are melted. So over here we have our melted butter, and a lot of times people will ask me, what does it mean when recipes say melted and cooled? Like, does that mean it'll solidify again? And the answer is no. So for melted and cooled butter, we'll leave it out on the counter for about 15 to 20 minutes in a heat-proof bowl. That way, when you add it to your recipe, it won't heat up the other ingredients, which can lead to some strange textures. And finally, we have my favorite form of butter, which is brown butter. So it's melted butter, but we've continued to cook it over medium heat for a bit longer after it was melted and got this incredible nutty taste. And you'll actually be able to see when it's ready because you'll get these really pretty golden flecks throughout. And it's important that you remove it from the heat as soon as it reaches a deep golden color because you really don't want this to burn. And my last tip of the day is that if you need butter to come to room temperature quickly, you can cut it into these half-inch slices and put them out on a plate, and in half an hour you should be ready to go with perfectly softened butter. Thanks for baking along. And right now, if you're like, okay, yes, give me all the pieces of cake, you can subscribe to our channel by clicking the button below.